You guys ready for the final comedian? Here in the audience, here live. I love doing this. All my good friends on the show. You've seen him on Comedy Central. Please give a round of applause for Dave Foster.
Thanks, guys. How you doing? Good. All right. Thanks for sticking around. We get to travel a lot doing comedy. I went to Bermuda recently. Did you guys know that people live in Bermuda? Yeah. Did you know that? I went out there. I went up to this guy. I was like, "Where are you from?" He's like, "I'm from here." I was like, "Get the hell out of here. You live in Bermuda? Where do you go on vacation? Detroit?" Right? Like on your computer is your screensaver a picture of like bumper to bumper traffic, and you're sitting there looking at it like, to get away. All these fucking beaches, man. I am stressed out. I'm really losing it here. I am from New York. Building owners in New York are terrible. Building owners in other cities, when you have a problem with your apartment, they send somebody over to fix the problem. In New York, they give you suggestions for things that you could do around your house. I called them up last winter. I was like, "Hey, I got mold growing on my bathroom wall. Can you send somebody to cover up the mold?" She was like, "When you shower, try opening your window." I was like, "But it's January." I shower naked. I don't know how you do it. I take it all off. I'm OCD like that. I gotta wash my whole body, you know. It might be kind of chilly. And then, like, I don't know the people who are in charge of the heat in the buildings, but these people really think that the colder it gets outside, the hotter we want it inside. Like, they really think, like, 10 degrees outside, better crank it up to 120. Really warm them up. It's so hot. It's like they don't realize that like we're indoors. Like you don't have to balance it out with the outdoor. Like we don't live in a teepee. Like you could just a cool 75 degrees will do it. Like that'll be fine, you know. But it does, right? It gets like 120 degrees in your apartment, and you call them up. You're like, "Hey, it's too hot in my apartment." She's like, "It'll cool the room off if you try opening your window." So this is their solution for everything, you know. Like, it's like toilets overflowing. Open your window. Maybe the shit will fly out onto the street. It's good. Oh my God. Good. But I do it, you know, I have no choice. I open the window, and then every year I open the window, and then I have to like strategically place my bed in between the window and the radiator. I go to sleep at night, there's like a storm front brewing over my body. I wake up in the morning, my head is in a puddle of sweat, and my feet are frozen together. I go to the doctor, I'm like, "I'm sick, man, I think I got the flu." He's like, "Have you tried opening your window?" I never thought about that. Thank you. It's cool though, living in New York. You see everything. You know, one thing, a lot of cultures, but one thing that you never see a homeless Chinese guy. I think that's very impressive. Yeah, what is it? 1.5 billion people. They all got a mattress somewhere. It's pretty good. Every time you see a homeless guy in New York, it's like some grimy white dude or grimy black dude. You never walk in the train station and hear like, "Oh, let me get the dollar, please. I'm very hungry." I think it's great. You know, you think if you go to China, all the homeless people are like a bunch of white guys and black guys? It'd be weird, right? Like, what are you guys doing here? Like, just begging for yen, you know? Trying to get my yen on, you know? Trying to get some yen. It's worth more than the dollar these days, you know? Everybody knows that. I don't condone suicide at all. You guys obviously don't either. You're all here. That's good. If you do, then you're hypocrites because you really should have been gone already. No, I don't. I don't condone suicide at all. I think besides being very tragic, I think suicide is an extremely unintelligent decision. I think it's a horrible thing for people to do, mostly because of how stupid it is. It's really unintelligent. I think when people get depressed and they get really sad, what they don't realize is that like, okay, your world sucks, but like there are all these other worlds out there that could be your world. You know, it's like you don't have to like end it, right? I mean, like, right? People are like, "Oh, I hate my job." It's like, well, quit your job, you know? "Oh, I hate my family." Well, kill your family, you know? Don't kill you. Take them out, you know? Just kidding. Don't kill your family. No, it's a joke. Don't kill your family. But you know what I'm saying? Like, the point is, suicide should be option Z. It should be the last option. Like, you should go to Peru. You should go to Hawaii, Canada. You should go to New Zealand. Whatever. Try everything. You know, if you get depressed, it's like people get depressed, and I'm like, dude, have you tried heroin? Have you tried? I mean, like, I don't condone doing heroin, but if you're going to kill yourself, definitely do heroin, right? What's the worst that could happen? You OD? Oh, no, that's what you wanted anyway. So then you're dead, but you're chilling. You're like, oh, whatever. This is what I wanted to do, so it's fine. I'm dead. It's okay. It's fine. You know, I'm dead. That's what I wanted to do, so it's okay. You know. You never know. You might have some like crazy heroin high where you have this like amazing epiphany where you're like, oh shit, I want to open up a daycare center. I had no idea. That's what I want to do. I just realized my passion in life. I had no idea. That is my passion. And now I just got to kick this heroin habit. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't learn anything in school. You guys, I didn't learn anything in school until I went for a graduate degree, until a master's degree. Like even in undergrad, I don't feel like I learned shit. I really think school is so worthless. I think it's really nice when people like express the cliche when they're like, oh, teachers are so underpaid, and that's nice. And I think in theory, teachers are underpaid. Like, if they were teaching things like we could actually use in life, then I'd be like, yeah, teachers are way underpaid. Like, you should be getting like $1 million a year. But when you consider what they're teaching, they're actually a little underpaid. A little overpaid. I fucked that joke up. They are. Don't get me wrong. I think the idea of school is a great idea. I think it's brilliant. Especially considering the guy that came up with it didn't even go to school. That guy just looked around and he was like, dude, everybody here is an idiot. I got to start telling people everything around here. But I think what they teach is really unfortunate. They teach us useless stuff. They teach us like, like chemistry and physics, which is great if you're going to become a chemist. There's like 34 of those in the whole world. Why are we learning that? Why am I... When's the last time you looked at the periodic table? You looked at it lately? Every time I go grocery shopping, I'm like, man, how many atoms of carbon are in that bread? I got to know that. I really got to know that, definitely. I got to know that. History... I think history should be an elective, Like, if you want to learn, I think, like, they should come up to you in high school, like, yo, you want to find out what happened back in the day? No, it's okay. You don't have to. It's all right. Fine. We don't need to know it, We really don't need to, like, know this stuff at all. I mean, like, I learned all about, like, Thomas Jefferson and, George Washington and all those other wonderful slave owners. I learned all that stuff. And, all those other amazing men, like, didn't do anything for equal rights. I learned about all that stuff, and it never helped me in my career. It never helped me in my relationship. Like, I've never been in an argument with my girlfriend, like, oh, honey, this reminds me of the Battle of Bunker Hill, And I would never Benedict Arnold you with your best friend, And then we make up, and she gets on her knees and blows on my musket. One of those, dude. I don't know, man. Geography I actually liked. I memorized the capital of every state in America. I know every capital of every state. And they never asked me that on a job interview, ever. And I've never gotten a job. I was waiting on every interview for them to ask me. I was like, come on, man, hit me with it. Capital of South Dakota, Pierre. And they never hit me with it. They just kept asking me what all my strengths and weaknesses are. I was like, I don't know. I could name the capital of every state in America. That's both my strength and my weakness. I gotta go. You guys were awesome. Thank you. Yeah.